Alive and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man, D-Real, coming at you with another Be Real with D-Real, where edutainment is what I did. Not too much for hollering and complaining about Disney Plus, since I pretty much am like, but I found it interesting, an article that was brought to my attention by Ashura. Again, thank you, sir, for shouting out articles. I appreciate it. And I thought it was interesting. We're going to look at that article. And then we're going to talk a little bit. But before that, I'm going to need y'all to do what you always do for me. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the Be Real with D-Real page so that when new material comes out, you get it. If you're digging, what a brother shoveling, put some dirt in my bucket, comment, like, subscribe, and share. Here we go to this here article. We about to get started. Let's go. That is a very misleading article. If you look at that picture and you look at that title, this is 2 days ago. I'd literally take anything. Marvel star wants to jump ship to Star Wars following MCU disaster. From the picture, you'd think it was Tatiana Maslany who portrays She-Hulk in the disastrous She-Hulk television series on Disney Plus. But no, let's dig in. Let's dig in. Marvel's Phase 4 has left a lot to be desired. You ain't just whistling Dixie. While the Disney Plus series She-Hulk Attorney at Law 2022 is easily the worst the Marvel Cinematic Universe has had to offer so far, and that's saying something next to the box office flop, The Eternals. You hear that, folks? The Eternals was a flop, for those that didn't know it. From Jennifer Walters, She-Hulk, insulting the beloved Bruce Banner Hulk, to twerking with American rapper Megan Thee Stallion, and really terrible special effects to nauseating woke gender politics, She-Hulk was generally not well received by fans. But y'all already knew that. And then the finale left viewers watching through their fingers when She-Hulk bafflingly climbed out of the screen so that she could enter a Marvel documentary on the Disney Plus menu in the most cringe-worthy attempt at four-wall humor and meta storytelling. So, is really no surprise that She-Hulk actress Jameela Jamil, who plays supervillain Titania, now wants to join a galaxy far, far away. That's her, right there. Jamil, 36, is no stranger to big franchises, having so far appeared in the MCU, DC, and Star Trek. But in a recent interview with SFX magazine via CBR, the actress threw her hat in the ring to play a Star Wars villain. I've done DC, I've done the MCU, I've now joined Star Trek, so it feels only natural that I should at least be allowed to do catering at Star Wars. I've been referring to it as my nerd EGOT. For those of you that don't know what an EGOT is, Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. That would be the ultimate dream come true and fulfill every 12-year-old fantasy I have had. I'd literally take anything but I think of villain. I agree, Jameela. Jameela went on to say that she's into playing villains. Me too. Whether or not she'll go on to fulfill her fantasy, though, remains to be seen. But there's always room for new villains in Star Wars, especially with so many new Disney Plus projects on the horizon, both animated and live action. In She-Hulk Attorney at Law, however, Jamil hardly plays the most complex character, like many Star Wars villains. Her on-screen persona, Titania, is an inexplicably superpowered social media influencer who has about as much substance as you might expect. Ooh, they clowning her. I don't think that's like a big scoop, but I guess all I have to say in response to this article is good for you, Jameela. Um, as an actress, you have a right to seek work. And I can't say I would blame her if in her mind she thinks that crap show that was She-Hulk Attorney at Law is not being renewed for a second season. I best get my ducks in a row and find out what else there is out there to do. But I think that's a really cool feather in your cap. Is there anybody out there? I think Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth needs to be in the Star Wars universe also. And he will have been in all four: DC, Marvel, Star Trek, and Star Wars. Wait, Chris Hemsworth hasn't been in the DC universe. Never mind. Um, what do y'all think about Jameela Jamil wanting to join the Star Wars universe? I don't think it would be a difficult thing since, Disney is the diabolical despot who owns every business conceivable. So a transition from the Marvel division over to the Star Wars division, it should be a small thing, shouldn't it? But I guess I would be concerned too, because it took absolutely zero skill to play the role of Titania. At least the way Titania was played in She-Hulk Attorney at Law. She was incredibly shallow, incredibly vapid, incredibly uninteresting. And me too. I want to know, how did MCU Titania get her powers? For those of us who care, Titania originally got her powers from Dr. Doom. So let's go on ahead and hope that Jameela Jamil can get into the Star Wars universe, hopefully as some kind of villain. Hopefully not on a Disney Plus Star Wars show, but perhaps a full-fledged Star Wars movie that may or may not come out. All right, that's it for now. But until you see me again, I will be coming at you with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good. Good each other.